Hi everybody, welcome to Dandelion Cottage. I'm Leslie Watkins and today is Watercolor Wednesday. So today's going to be a shorter episode. I wanted to show you how you can go about making a quick and easy card when you need something in a hurry. And I thought what I would do is a watercolor abstract and combine it with some die pieces. So let me show you what I mean. I'm going to be using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set and dies. And so the dies look like this. And there's only a couple more days for you to be able to get this set. And I really want to urge you to get it. It's, I think, one of the nicest sets that you can have for sort of any occasion card, and it's got these wonderful 6 different butterflies that you can cut out. Here is my stash of butterflies that I've made over the past few weeks. On the cover here you can see an example of some of the ones that I painted and then applied Wink of Stella over the top, so they're kind of sparkly. But in here I have all these different butterflies that I used the dies on, and some of them I combined the die. So for instance, this is the pearlescent paper. I forget if it's opalescent or pearlescent. In any event, it's this beautiful kind of smooth, sparkly, wonderful paper, and I've got that overlaying a painted butterfly, or overlying. I think it's overlay. And here is an example of that big butterfly, and I think you can see some of the sparkle on that one. I've got some tone-on-tone butterflies, also with some Wink of Stella applied to the top. So really, I mean, it's extremely versatile, and you can get many different butterflies that you can use for various decorations, for your cards, your boxes, whatever it is that you've got going on. So I'm probably going to be using a sentiment from this set. This is a retiring set. For those of you who are new, the products that I'm using are from a company called Stamping Up, and the new catalog is about to come out on May the 4th. And so there are a number of retiring products, such as this one, which is another wonderful butterfly set. And this one has a punch that punches out these shapes that comes along with it. And I believe that punch is also retiring. There are a lot of things that are discounted. There are also things on the clearance rack. So this is a great time to do some last-minute shopping if you'd like to get any of these items. All right, so for the painting, I'm going to get out my piece of plexiglass. Here we go. And I have a half-sheet piece of the Fluid 100 watercolor paper. Let me zoom you in a little bit. There we go. Now off to the side I have my watercolors. So I've got red, yellow, and blue. And I also have a water painter, which is a brush that has water in the handle, very quick and easy to use, and today is all about quick and easy. And I've got my spritzer, so let me get my paper moist. And you can also do this with the water-based inks that we use to refill our stamp pads with. So whatever I do with the watercolor, you can do the same with the ink. So I'm just going to take some yellow. So I'm just adding water to my yellow to get that softened up. And a little bit of red to give me this kind of an orange color. And I'm inspired by all of the daffodils that are blooming right now. So I'm just going to make a kind of an abstract floral that looks something like daffodils. And I just want something very soft and colorful that is, it'll just give the impression of a field of flowers. Just the kind of place that a butterfly would like to be. All right, and I think I'm going to add a couple of touches of green here and there. So I'm taking my blue and mixing that with a little bit of yellow. I'll just put some strokes. And now I'll go back in and kind of indicate the centers. Maybe a little more color over here. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to let that dry. Now once it's a little bit drier, I may add a few more touches, but I'm just going to pick this up and put it off to the side to dry. Okay, and so now I'm going to get my card base ready. So I'm getting out my trimmer. And I have a very vanilla card base ready to go here. So I'll use that. And I'm going to get out a piece of Daffodil Delight, I think, for my border. So I have a scrap here. I'm just going to trim that down to 5 1/4 by 4. Oh, actually, I want to make that a little bit narrower. I'm going to make that 3 3/4, and that is because the Fluid 100 layer is 3 1/2 inches wide, so I want this to be just a little bit narrower than that, and I can check that. That looks fine. I'm going to add some glue. This is still very damp, but I'm going to go ahead and mount it anyway because we're live. This is the multi-purpose liquid glue, and even though the card is damp, that will not interfere with the adhesion. So get that centered on there. There we go. It's almost dry. There we go. All right, and then a little more glue. And I think for this card, I'm going to have it as a landscape orientation. And now I'm just going to pick out what butterfly I want to use here. And I think I want a big one, quite like that. Let me just check. The hard part is deciding among all these beautiful butterflies. We could even do one of these. Wow, that's really beautiful. I wish you could see, let me zoom you in. I don't know if you can, if the camera will pick up this pearlescence, but it is so pretty. If I just move that a little bit, you can't really see it, but it is just lovely. Well, this is a tough decision. Let me see. Does anybody out there have any? You can't really. Let me see. What do you all think? The painted butterfly or the filigree butterfly? What do you like better? I may have to do 2 cards because I do like that one also. All right, well, while this continues to dry, I'm going to get a punch out. And this is the double oval punch. And I'm getting a scrap piece of the Daffodil Delight for the border. And I have a scrap piece of Very Vanilla for my sentiment, but let me figure out what my sentiment's going to be. No, Ginger says, but Christine likes the white one, the white one. Okay, all right. Okay, let's do that. Oh, actually, hey, how about a combination? Why don't we do the combination? All right, let me move these out of the way. There's just way too many choices here. That's the worst part about this wonderful Butterfly Brilliance bundle is just making up your mind what you like the best. So I'm going to find a small sentiment. Here's a good one from the Hello Morning Magnolia. I'm going to use this hello. Good morning, Magnolia. And I'm just going to use crumb cake for this. I want to make sure this fits in the punch okay. Oh, that's perfect. There we go. Really nice. All right, you know, we may be able to fit another butterfly. Let's just check. I think we'll go with that. I'll save these for another day. So first let me get a dimensional here. Get that on there straight. I wish you could see this in person because the paper just adds so much to this design. So there we go. This is today's very quick and easy watercolor abstract using the Butterfly Brilliance. And if you're on the fence about getting the Butterfly Brilliance, don't miss out. It really is a wonderful set. I highly recommend it. and I will have all of the links below. So if you'd like to shop for any of these supplies, you'll be able to do that. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to Notes from Dandelion Cottage Design at my website, which is dandelioncottagedesign.com, and I will be sending out the new issue in the next couple of days on May 1st. And in it, there's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of new things going on, and also the beginning of the watercolor course, the 6-week course, so you don't want to miss that. Stay well, stay happy, and stay creative, and I will see you next time on Paper Crafting Saturday, 12 noon, and I don't know yet what we're going to do, but it'll probably be a little bit longer than usual because it seems like a lot of you like the longer one. So every so often I'll do a more adventuresome project. That's all for now.